Now, I've got Opal Bonfante here with me next. And actually, if you're wondering what we're sitting on, and you're thinking, are they sitting on those exercise balls? Yes, we are, but with a difference, because this has got a support at the bottom which turns it into an actual chair where you can sit at your desk, you know, sit at your home office or sit at your actual office, and you have to stay in the correct position, Opal, don't you? You have to sit up, because you can't slouch back, because if you do, you haven't got any support.
It's all over. That's why the Bodi-Tek posture chair is so clever. It's a really, really simple idea. You have to give yourself good posture on the chair, otherwise you'll know about it straight away. It gives you good posture straight away. It teaches you good posture, and then it will help you maintain good posture. So if you've ever thought, oh, you know, people have pointed out I'm starting to slouch, or you're feeling that back pain, this chair is going to sort you out. It's going to help you. And
you know, the other thing is, sometimes, and we're all guilty of it, I did it last night actually, got home after work, it was the England football match, Daniel wanted to watch it, I wanted to watch it, we ordered a takeaway, and we were both just sitting there in the lounge, which we don't eat in the lounge very often. We would normally eat at a dining table. But actually, to be honest with you, I was really suffering with indigestion because I hadn't been sitting up properly after eating. I'd been slouching on a sofa.
You'd let your shoulders go forward, you'd let your stomach go.
It wasn't even so much the shoulders, it was just relaxing your back backwards, you know, caving in your back. Whereas this, if I just got off the sofa and sat on this in front of the TV, I could still have watched the TV. It would have helped everything flow through me as well, digestion-wise, because you're sat better.
And you've got your gravity going on, helping the food go down.
Yeah.
You need to find a reason and an excuse to get it into your house. So maybe you haven't got enough chairs and you are perched on the end of the sofa, or maybe you need a chair for the children's bedroom. This is a great way of getting them to learn posture at an early age.
And of course, this does come off. It's not stuck into the little frame, so you can actually use this as a fitness ball as well, can't you?
Absolutely. You can take it out, you can use it for all your workout that you're used to at the gym. It will work your entire body, but then use it as the chair, because that way you're working constantly. So right now, we're working out. We're toning, we're exercising our core and then the side muscles here.
Oh, well, the other thing that you can do, you can use it, you know, when you first get an exercise ball, you will have little exercises that you do. And just by starting that little bouncing movement there, I'm now working the front of my legs, I'm working my core once again.
That's it.
There's all sorts of ways, and you can kind of do wiggly movements as well. But because it's actually on a stand, you've got more control over it than you would have on an exercise ball, which is completely round. So it trains you.
True. It gives you that stability, and it makes it really practical, because you might want to use it as a chair typing away on the computer. You get up, you go and answer the door, the ball will roll away. So the stand gives it that practicability, but also you've got the two locks on the wheels at the bottom. So if you did want it locked into place, which I've done, I haven't put them on yours, that way you know you're going to stay there, you're not going to be going anywhere.
So this has got wheels on it, so if I want to move around, you know how you do in an office? You're sort of doing something over there and then you want to move over and get something off there. You can actually move around on this as well, can't you?
Yeah, you can move yourself around, or like I say, put yourself nice and static so you know you're there, sitting, working away, and you're not going to move.
And actually, just to sort of illustrate the point, I was just wondering if I can still remember how to do one of my favourite exercises on my fitness ball.
See, that's the thing, you can work everything.
It's the one, that one.
Very good,
You know, where you lift your legs up at the back, because it's really good for your bottom. But actually, when you do that without the stability, it's quite tricky to do. But that really works your bottom quite hard.
No, that's it, that's good. And you can see that you've worked hard there, and you can use it for everything. And what's great, especially with the stand, is sort of the reaching around movements. That's really going to work all the side as well as your stomach. So nice reaching around, or maybe reaching up or reaching down. That's really going to work those problem areas.
And I will say, I mean, I don't know if Opal wants to announce this or not, but she's now going to, because she's on with me. But you are expecting, and it's so important. You know, when you're pregnant, and you will notice this, the bigger that bump gets. Is this your first baby?
It is.
Okay. Sarah and I. Sarah, who's coming up next, we can tell you all about it. But basically, you change, because as the bump gets bigger at the front, you start to hold yourself differently, and you lean backwards, and you know, this is going to keep you in much better alignment when you're sitting down. It's also going to give you really good support for the baby at the front.
I was using it before I was pregnant, and now I'm using it so much more now that I am, because I'm so aware. And that's the thing, the chair makes you aware of your posture all the time. And if you think about it, if your ears are ever out of line with your shoulder, then your posture isn't quite right.
433199 is the item number. It's £51.50 if you would like that. Now I'm just going to remind you of the back magic. Now technically we have sold out of this. We are on advanced order stock, but you haven't got long to wait. It will be sent out to you week commencing the 12th of September, which is actually it's only just over a week away. It's Monday week, as my director's just said. 432898. Remember, you can use this in position 1, 2 or 3. Position 1 is where you should start if you've never used this before. It helps to realign the spine. It is absolutely fantastic. You lie back on that, give yourself 5 minutes, and with the nodules, it's like having a pressure point massage. Advanced order stock only, £20.67. Check out the reviews on our website because, again, very good reviews. 432898 is the item number. Well, we're moving on next to a heat pad, and although the show's called Relax Your Back, and it is fantastic for putting onto your back, this is something that you can use elsewhere as well, can't you?
Very flexible, absolutely. This is the heat pad by Bodi-Tek, and what's lovely about it is you can choose the intensity of the heat. You've got 3 different heat settings, but like you say, it's very soft, and that allows you to mould it to any part of your body where you might have aches and pains, you might be feeling the cold, especially with the autumn winter coming up. You can fold it and mould it to wherever you have a pain. Like you said, the lower back, that's where a lot of people get the pains, and maybe in the past you've used a hot water bottle.
Yes.
It's very hard to put a hot water bottle right at the bottom of your back, and dangerous too, really.
Do you know, Opal, I mean, as I said earlier, I don't actually suffer with back problems, but my partner does, and it wasn't funny. About a year ago or so, a little bit more than that, we were away, and he had been doing something where he'd been bending forward and he had put his back out again because he's done it a couple of times. He actually was going out to dinner in the evenings with a hot water bottle down his trousers. That I am absolutely serious. Not funny. He could barely move, and he really, really needed the heat pad because the heat just eases the pain. He was in agony, absolute agony, and this is controlled heat, of course.
True, and it would have moulded to his body as well, so he could have really got the heat exactly where he needed it. And unlike a hot water bottle or one of those microwave pads, this is going to hold on to the heat. It's not going to cool down. It does have the 90-minute turn off for safety, so if you were worried about elderly relatives, for example, not turning it off, it will turn itself off, but it's going to get the heat directly onto the pain, so you can wrap it around the painful area. So like you say, not only back, you've got your wrists, you've got your elbow as well, you can put it around the neck. In fact, I'll show you how easy it is. So I've folded it there.
And it is malleable, it is soft enough to do that. It's £30, 433207 is the item number.